seeking at all.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Then we are. What we are.
Stop seeking, sir. You stop
If I stop seeking.
What I am saying is, you stop seeking.
Yeah.
Whatever you are going to say from that moment onwards is irrelevant. You are assuming that if you stop seeking, some terrible things would happen. They wouldn't happen at all.
Because I am what I am.
No, you
I
are
am
frightened.
Yes.
You are frightened that this is something terrible would happen to you. I assure you nothing will ever happen to you. So my assurance is no, has no meaning to you.
That was the condition doing puja, japas, everything, whatever you do, sadhanas, anything that
They are
you
all
do.
drugs, we are not drugs.
So the question is how to know that we are in the real state and that
You
we
will
should not
never
see.
know. You will never know. That's the problem. You will never know.
Then I am not in that state at all.
No, then what state?
The natural
The
state.
state that is created by the knowledge. That's all you are talking about. Then it's the same knowledge that tells you that you are in that state, not in that state. Nobody can say that he is a free man. Nobody can say that he is an enlightened man. Nobody. As long as suddenly you are enlightened. So, and you can set up a holy business. That's why I said you can sell a Buddha, a prostitute, or all the same. Peddler, you become a peddler of some stuff or the other.
By
How long do you go on
process
saying,
of
how long
constant
do you want
inquiry.
Listen, you are going on and on and on and on saying Vedanta says. What the hell do you have to say? That's important, not Vedanta says. You quote Vedanta, somebody else quotes some joker J. Krishnamurti, somebody else quotes Bible, somebody else quotes Quran. You may feel you are very superior because there's a very subtle metaphysics that you have evolved through this dialectical thinking, sharpening your intellect. You may feel superior to them. But what does it matter what Vedanta says? Hell with the Vedanta. What do you have to say? You have nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
Accept a puzzle that why this is happening. Accept a puzzle to say that a man is born, he marries, he grows old, he builds a house and finally he gets directed,
You
leaves the
are
house
not
and
ready
everything.
to accept the fact that is all.
That's all.
That is all. If that is all, the whole Vedanta goes. The whole religion
But the
goes.
house built is there.
Huh? It is not there because you are interested in finding out the meaning of the purpose of life. Those jokers have given the idea that you should find the meaning and purpose of life. This is all that is there. This is the only meaning that is there. There is no other meaning. You are not able to solve this problem here because of some nonsense. There is a happy relationship, wonderful relationship between husband and wife. No. It is that is responsible for the tragedy of your life. That one. If you are lucky to be free from that, this also goes unfortunately. What you are interested in, keep this and have that. You are not going to have that.
But how do you consider a human being, a man human being as an individual?
I don't
he is
think
not
he is-
responsible for anything.
No.
He is society. He
Society
can't
created
but
you.
I can't but talk Kannada or broken English.
It doesn't matter what language you speak. What's the difference?
How are you going to solve the problem?
What
You are
problem?
now saying here in this article, it's very nicely written, I agree.
Yes.
But you have at least the attributes say that man should be changed.
No,
How are you
I
going
know
to-
that's the only thing. You see, if a man does not,
Ridiculous.
yes sir. No, man does not want to change. You want, why you don't accept? You are not going to have a peaceful world through
The
war.
world is the only world that you can see, understand. And I don't know what understanding means till today.
It doesn't mean anything. You have
I
to.
can't understand anything.
The understanding is only tomorrow or in your next life.
I
So
cannot
when there
understand.
is nothing to understand, what you are left with is this. You don't need to understand. Why do you have to understand that you are fighting with your wife all the time? You cannot live with your wife who you think you love. I want to know why. So you will not solve this problem as long as you are talking of an ideal, perfect relationship that does not exist. You can't live as long as you are interested in finding out the meaning of life. How can you? How is all that you are interested in? How to live? You are dead. You are a dead person living in dead ideas, dead memories. You think you are living? You eat some filthy food, some ideas you eat. The body is rejecting it, everything goes out in shit. All your vitamins, all your health food, all your sattvic food. The body is not interested in any of those things. It needs something for energy. If you don't feed the body for 2 days, it will live on itself. Even the basic needs are not important for the body. Meaning of life, purpose of life. When the hell you are going to find out the meaning of life?
50
60, 70, 80,
So if the body has the intelligence to carry on by itself,
that is why nothing of your Vedanta has touched there except your memory. Nothing.
if the body can...
No, you don't answer this question. It has not touched anything. It has not changed anything there. Except you repeat day after day, memorized nonsense. That is better. Tape recorder does a better job than you can.
A constant inquiry
Don't
as
repeat that.
UG did up to his 49th
He
year.
was a damn fool. Do you have to be a fool? I am telling you that despite that, that fellow stood in the way. J. Krishnamurti was a real bastard that prevented the possibility of my being myself. I tell you, all your teachers, they conned me. I allowed myself to be conned. You are ready to be conned and play the same con game with yourself and with others.
In what way we are different from UG?
Not at all. That's what I am saying. I am telling you all the time. You are not different from me. You think that I am different from you because of those bastards. Because of your Vedanta. When you are free from Vedanta, freed from that once and for all, the difference will go. So what stands in the way of being what you are is that Vedanta. Memorize rubbish, that is. All empty words, empty phrases you repeat. What for? Day after day, day after day. That does a better job, tape recorder. Repeat. It has not helped you, sir. Be honest. At least you don't have to be honest. Nothing has touched it. Nothing. It is living its own life. It is rejecting all your bliss, beatitude, immensity. It doesn't want that. That is a sensual activity. Like sex, you know. Your meditation is worse than that.
Viveka Chudamani.
Viveka Chudamani, throw it out. Boil some water and take some coffee. That's all you do. Your Viveka Chudamani, all the 1,000 Upanishads are not worth anything. They have not helped you. If they helped somebody else, what do you care? Your life is one of living misery. Otherwise you wouldn't read that book. You are a miserable man. Go tell me.
What importance is it to say that I am a miserable
You
man?
are, you don't want to admit that.
When there is
You
no
are
way,
sitting misery, talking misery, living misery.
when there is no way out,
What? You think there is a way. Why there is no way out?
then am I to be in misery eternally?
Yes. As long as you are looking for a way out, you will be eternally miserable. Only death will free you from that.
There is also no way in.
No way.
Even there our knowledge says that you are going to be born again.
Yes. That's why it gives you, you postpone the possibility of freeing yourself from that now. Next life. Good luck to you. Thank God there is no next life. I am not taking you, Satyanarayan. You are my best friend. What has created you is what I am pointing out. The you.
What has created me as a human being is perhaps
Your parents.
Perhaps
That's
my
all.
my good works during my past lives
Not past
must have
life.
had an upper hand, and I must have been born as a man this time.
Why? You should have been born as a cow. I think 84 million lives you have gone through.
Sir, Viveka Chudamani says, no, it says, having been born as a man, that is the greatest fortune.
That's the biggest
And
joke.
then having a good body is again another fortune. And having a sound mind is one more important asset as
next
being
life,
born as a human being.
You have all the three that you are
With
now.
all these three, if you don't inquire and find out who you are,
No, further it says, having born as a man. Further also it says, having born as a man.
first it says having been born as a man,
Man.
and then as a
Not
having
as
a
a
good
group,
health,
not as a
good
woman.
body, as a good body.
Not as a woman.
So, as a so much bifurcating.
Yes.
Yes, Viveka Chudamani says that.
That's all he is about. What do you... No moderation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell the white world. You were saying something.
So you said,
Yeah, come on. I have been benefited by... Yes,
he destroyed you and you lost some 70 lakhs of property.
No, he didn't destroy me.
Ah.
I was ruined.
I see.
Totally. Completely. And I was thrown to the streets.
So you lost 70 lakhs property. You didn't
17 lakhs worth of property in the Bannerghatta area at my own ashram. And prior to that, I was to get 17 crores worth of property and a pontification of the biggest mutt that in Karnataka state. And I was about to be coronated. Instead of getting coronation, I was locked up in a room. That is my position. That's my fate. Can you imagine?
And all this happened due to his influence on you.
No, he just locked me up in a room. I was about to, on the day of coronation there, I was locked up in a room.
So you were physically prevented by him.
Physically locked up. And I was given only a ready-made soup. Instead of Panchabhaksha Paramanna. So what, and one man, one Ramdas, he was in States. He came to Bangalore. He visited my ashram. So he saw the ashram and the activities going on. He was so much pleased. And he said, I would like to give 1 lakh to the ashram. Unfortunately, I told him there is one Krishnamurti, go and meet him also. Because he was coming from America, I thought he would be interested. He came and met him. He said, I want to do this. Paraman said, don't turn that side, don't go that side, don't meet him again. And he has never met me again. And later on, 1 lakh, not even 1 rupee I got. And one man from Canada, Ross, he came to my ashram. So he was very much enamored. He wanted to stay there and have a cottage. So he drew up a drawing. Then on his way back to Canada, I went to Bombay and met him. So I was expecting the dollars from Canada to build that cottage. And he never wrote, I never saw him. Then I came to know that he was the person to prevent him from sending anything or to do anything with me. And I had 16 students, all faithful, loyal, obedient, and they were taking good care of me also. He drove them all out. And I lost that small ashram which I had in the Sringeri Matti of Bangalore, a fine place. His entry allowed him to stay there, so I was removed from there. So I invited him to the ashram. I was kicked out there. So I thought of helping him to get a good house in Bangalore by going to the Sringeri Matti. I was locked up in the room. And now Bhavati Vikshandehi. What to do?
I'm not responsible.
Totally, entirely, fully, completely responsible.
You would have been murdered long time ago.
That is your story. Sorry.
My story, real story. They were printing 100 rupee notes that Sangarmat, what do you call that?
Sringeri Mat, sir.
No, there is one more powerful.
Yes.
Foodly Mud. They were printing 100 rupee notes. They would have put him in prison or murdered him.
No one had the guts to touch me or take me to anywhere. The jail, the whole Karnataka government. There's the position, even that spoiled. All influence I had, all the contact I had, all the privileges I had from the government.
You believe all that?
So that's a prarabdha.
You go build your own ashram, but
Ulpochya. No, வீட்டு இல்லை ஒன்றும் இல்லைம்மா அவருக்கா ஐயோப்பா எங்க போதாக்கா வீட்டு இந்தியன் இதெல்ல
Sir, in that radio interview, he asked you a question, sir, about what is the cause for the difference in births and the status of human beings. You answered the first part saying that the genetic engineering is going to correct the defects of birth. The second part, sir, about the elements and
it can be corrected by us.
how is that people are stationed?
He is responsible.
So some people achieve great fame with
That's also
least effort.
That's also genetically programmed. But social inequalities are created by people like him.
So they are helping to
What
remove the
helping? When?
inequality.
How long?
As long as people don't understand
Yes.
and follow people like you instead of our tradition, instead
Nobody is
of our
following me, they are
sages,
following you.
seers and sages.
Where are they?
Adveshta, Sarvabhuta,
Where
we
are-
say. And again you are doing Dvesha. What shall you do?
What is that? What does he say?
Adveshta, Sarvabhutana, Maitra, Karuna, Evacha,
Summa kadadalla.
Nirmamo,
People
Nirahantara,
are starving,
Samadukka,
suffering.
Sukha, Kshami.
Yes.
That Krishna said it, sir.
That Krishna was a bastard.
Very important.
He killed his own fellow beings, joined the Aryans and destroyed the Dravidians.
And what about him, a person who killed his own mother?
Who? Otherwise, that mother would be committing suicide every hour on the hour.
So that is mercy killing, sir.
For having brought such a son into this world. Huh?
What does the king? I'm a character. No? It's logical. Have an interpretation of that to escapism.
Kadavale, Andavane.
Why are we here?
Because we are not there. Why are we? He promised me so many things. Not only I. Ask him,
What did he promise you, sir?
tell me, sir.
The bungalow,
Big bungalow, Rolls Royce
Rolls
car.
Royce car, and a paraphernalia, and free air ticket to all over India.
Where is it now?
And promised it. The compassion shown was locked up in a room without.
And ready soup.
So if you think of doing any good to anybody, this is the result. Be careful.
Look, she is recording all this.
Won that, eh?
Yes, Permanent.
Julie, you are dangerous to you. Please take it away. You want to just enjoy life. This is the space, spiritual arena you are having. Please take it.
It will be shown all over the world. Anyway, we are thankful to you for one thing, sir.
Sounds at least one thing. It's not anything.
Valentine has found a nice home.
Place. And we are all enjoying.
Yes.
Otherwise, the 23 West Angelina, I don't know how you say. And I've been pulled on for 14 years.
14 years.
Not even totally to Itila. It's what is that bathroom? Kitchen ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಇವಾಗ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ತರ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ. Some of us put up with it.
Never anywhere.
All that happens is for good, sir.
ಧಾರೆಪೋಯೇది ಮಾರಮ್ಮ.
What is this good, sir? Happens for good means? What do you mean by
It's a
saying?
good training for you to understand things better, to know your position, to know where you stand, what you are and how you are, and how to take things in its true perspective. It's a training. Samatvam yoga uchyate. So to get that samatva, this is the training center.
These are the better experiences.
Correctly. Unless you are beaten hard, you won't learn.
But a preceptor like him beats, isn't it?
Eh?
A preceptor or somebody, some holy person like him.
Not me.
He's a holy person.
He is the holy person, not me.
These beatings are, where does it come from?
Your own environment, the reaction of your actions and
Possibly
society.
without his influence, this beating would have happened to him. By your own confession.
Yes, you must be only a nimitta, that's all. It might have happened other way.
No, but this instrumentality also, was he responsible for it or something else?
I'm not responsible for anything.
In a way.
In the worldly